Greetings and salutations, ladybugs, gentle germs, widgets, and what's-its. Welcome. There's a little bit of free cam action there for a second. To the Just Create SSP playthrough of the Just Create SMP mod pack. We got a few things done in the last couple of episodes. We're still a little short on zinc. I am actually going to... I try to avoid doing this, but I am spending at least too much time doing something boring and repetitive. I think I'm going to work on digging out the basement a bit. So that we can actually get a power system down here and get a workshop running, an actual functional Create workshop running. Okay. That, I also want to get the zinc that's like right here. That I've known has been sitting right here for a while because I am desperately low on zinc. Okay. Alright, let's see what else we can uncover here. Maybe we can find ourselves a bit more zinc. I ended up using a huge chunk of it, of the zinc that I had, which wasn't much to begin with. Do we have a recipe for you? No. Oh. This is a big basement, so I'm going to end up with a crap ton of power. When all is said and done. My plan for this area is to actually do some water wheels. Now, I know there's going to be people who say that water wheels are laggy, and that is true when you're dealing with shaders. FoxyNoTail, who's one of the creators on the SMP version of this pack, actually in one of his recent episodes, did a comparison in a super flat world, which should be insanely lag free, of the different power gens. So water wheels, windmills, turbines, not turbines, they are turbines, it's the one with the copper tanks and the blaze burners. Did a comparison, and it turned out, interestingly enough, that windmills overall are the least laggy. They don't provide a great power to resource as good a powered resource as it does with the steam boilers. Not turbines, steam boilers. That's the word I was looking for. Water wheels were on par with the wind turbines if you're not running shaders. You turn shaders on, yeah, water wheels become a nightmare at that point. They become awful at that point. And without shaders turned on, again, operating in optimal conditions, same power outputs, etc. The steam engines noticeably laggier than even water wheels and windmills. Which is kind of interesting. Okay. Hoping we're going to find a bit more zinc. Hoping we're going to find some more zinc. I'll take any resource I find, but I am really hoping I'm going to find some more zinc, because I burned through a lot of what I had. In the last 2 episodes, and finally, 20 plus episodes into the series, create a nice, enclosed, safe house to live in. Although, I am probably going to rearrange it a little bit. I didn't plan all that well when I put this building in the workshop. I wanted it close to the house, but it's... Now that I've seen the frames up for a few episodes, I'm thinking I need to move it. I need to make some changes. I'm thinking I need to make some changes. So I'm going to take a little bit of time here. We're going to dig out the rest of the basement and start planning how we're going to set up water wheels. I'm debating about maybe, instead of doing water wheels, doing windmills down here. I think a big part of what makes water wheels so laggy, especially with shaders, is the flowing water. I think that's what kills water wheels with shaders, is the flowing water. Because the shaders will struggle to manage flowing water. And you have to have a lot of flowing water when you have a lot of windmills. And not windmills, water wheels. And I think that's what kills us. I think that's what makes it all laggy. But we're going to see. We're going to see how things play out here. Alright, just about have everything dug out. Just about have everything dug out. Now, This is where I would have loved to have had a tunnel bore or some type of a drill mechanism. It'd be so much easier if I had that. Okay, but I don't, so we'll deal with it. Alright, so I want, now that we have our spot dug up, let me get the coal. I'll have to see if I have a blast furnace or not, so I can do a bit of resource smelting while I plot things out down here. Of course, it's nighttime. Okay. All right. Of course, I don't have enough space. Let's put that away. Let's go ahead and put the copper away. Put the zinc away. Let's pull the raw stuff out. And I need at least 27 of you. Okay, that does have to be smooth, so dang it. One, two, three. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of zinc right now. We're gonna fix that though. Do I happen to have? I don't. But I can get it. 2, 3. Alright. I need to sleep through the night. I need to actually get myself a create wrench. That was supposed to have been on my clipboard, but I didn't put it there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too fond of how close these are together, so I may rotate this 90 degrees. I will have to figure that out, though, at some point in the future. Alright, I do want to drop down the gold for the gold plates. Let's see how our farm is doing. Potatoes are coming along nicely. I need to make sure I can get myself some I did not want to do that. That is not what I wanted to do. That was a dumb move. Okay, that was an on-brand move. Let's see how our iron farm is doing. Yeah, it's coming along decently. And I don't know why I went there. Because that's not where my storage is. My storage is over here. We're going to put those in there. Let's go grab the plates. And then I think we're finally ready to go to the Nether. As odd and as strange as that sounds, I think we're probably dang close to being ready to go to the Nether. I just have to find like a Nether portal or something that I can take a bit of advantage of. Yeah. Okay. All right, and this is going to make our blast furnace. Because I'm going to start processing these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to start processing these ores. So I'm going to pull that one out. The blast furnace in there. I don't have any. Shoot. Probably should have used. Have used. Sorry. There we go. So we'll put that there. We're going to put the zinc, the raw iron, and the copper. Now, I didn't put enough stuff in there to cook it all. So I'm just going to put that stuff out for a second. Yeah, we're gonna go find another ruined nether portal if we got one around somewhere. Chest boat. All right, let's see. What do we have? And ooh, there's a ruined nether portal way over there. That's a bit of a slog. I can get to it. Alright, let's actually head west. Which should be this way. Yep. Let's head west and see if I can't find ourselves a ruined nether portal that we can rebuild. Before I do that, I want to grab an empty blaze burner. And I need 4 iron sheets for that. I probably should grab a bunch of food too. Alright, let's put that there. Wait for those to bonk up. Okay. And I think this is 4. Yep, that was 4. Okay, we're going to hang on to those. Alright, we are going to go west. Until we get to the river. And we're going to go down the river in a southwest direction. Until we can start turning north. On the lookout for a couple of things. A village with carrots would be nice. Yeah, a village with carrots would be nice. That's one of the things I want to look for. Yeah, let's... I'm going to keep this shoreline here off to my right, on my right shoulder. As we explore around a bit. We have a ruin of something or other over here. And it gave us a buried treasure map. So basically kind of north of us. Let's see what else I can find quickish like. Alright, I don't see anything in here. Oh, there's a harpoon guy. Nope, we're gonna nope out of there. We're gonna nope out of there. Okay, so it's actually kind of looks like it might be kind of in the direction we're headed. Because I generally want to come up around this and head over to there. Generally speaking, that's the way I want to go. Unless we find a another ruin, another portal somewhere else. We should stop and see if I can't get some apples out of these oaks. But yeah. Let's venture around. Ooh, really close. It's over here. I was thinking it was a little farther away. Yeah, so it's going to be here somewhere. Let's leave our boat there, and let's see where we're at. Okay, that's 9 that way. 9's gonna be right here. No, right here. Which should be... Yeah, we're right on top of it. Okay. Alright. I completely miscounted. Got ourselves some cod, some more iron, some emeralds, a bit more gold, some TNT, and a bunch of other stuff that's kind of nice. Let's... do actually need a little bit of sand because I kind of depleted my sand resources building, so I'll grab a little bit of that. I did not bring a bed, so we could have an interesting night here. Alright, we'll see where the night takes us. See how far we can get. And it is a new moon. That's lovely. broke my boat. Well, let's see how far I can get before I get ambushed, as it were. Alright, birch forest. Okay. Let's get out in the water where the land Widgetts can't get me. Okay, I'm gonna skirt this way, and then we're gonna have to do a portage coming up here. Yeah, we'll come down through here, I think, is where I'm aiming for. Be a good, yeah. All right, yep, and we're just gonna head off this way. Take a moment to eat up. Okay, so that's the big hill that I want to kind of go to the right around. Go down this river. And this is our portage point. Work our way through here. I don't think. Maybe we can continue on the river. That wasn't much of a portage. I was looking for something more epic. It was disappointing. All right, so I'm gonna shoot for the. To keep that sand island on my left. That's where I'm going to aim for. Looks like we have an ocean ruin right here. So, of course, I'm going to probably get shot at with tridents. Yep, there's one. We shall nope around you. Yeah, we're gonna nope around you, and then just kind of work our way around this way, keeping that shore to the left until we get all the way up around to the nether portal. And we'll get this, make this a little bit longer than normal episode. We'll have our lovely little sea voyage. That's another ruin, another portal. But it is underwater, and I don't want to mess with it underwater. Yeah, do you don't want to mess with it underwater. And apparently there's a creeper convention in town. They must have heard I was floating by, so decided they want to come and say hello. All right, here.